All right, just giving everybody, anybody who wants to tune in a minute to get in. How we doing today, guys? I learned from my mistakes, I guess last week, and I prepped my tea in advance this time. I learned from that mistake, so we're not doing that one again. Really underestimated how long it takes to make tea. Well, we'll actually get started here like exactly 10 o'clock. All right, it's 10 o'clock. How are we doing today, guys? How are we doing today? So, type-10 from yesterday, and I guess the video from the day before. Gonna be the main topic of today's today. Running a little bit later, I want to talk about Wild Hearts a bit, but that'll be later. But I'm like super happy with that type-10 build. I'm really surprised at how well it actually turned out. Obviously, I needed to make some adjustments to it after testing it, but there were small adjustments, and it's a good build. I like it a lot. It's really comfy. It's definitely got some downsides to it for sure. You know, like if your shields get taken out, it can, you know, really be harsh on like your system's power while your shields regenerate. Luckily, your shields come back super quickly. Even if your shields get taken down, they come back super fast. And honestly, as long as your shields don't get destroyed, like, you go back to full shields in like no time at all. So in terms of like that aspect, I'm like really happy with it. I'm really, let me turn off, turn that off. Because, I'm sorry, since like I'm getting closer and closer to like where I can be monetized on YouTube, trying to shift away from using, anything that might get DMCA'd, basically. That's why, you know, my videos now for Elite Dangerous use the Elite Dangerous OST. And that's what I'm going to do with all my videos going forward. I'm just going to use the like the original soundtrack of the game for background music, and that's just going to be how I do things. But other than that, so with the type-10 build, the hybrid setup that I've got going, I think it's actually something I intend to carry over to like all the large ships, pretty much, right? My plans next are actually make a an Anaconda with like pretty much the same build like archetype, because, you know, again, you know, the build does definitely make some concessions. It has some downsides, right? Definitely has worse heat management than, you know, a proper shieldless build or a proper cold build. Definitely doesn't have as much shield. Obviously, doesn't have much shield tanking as an actual shielded build. But I really does think it sort of hits a sweet spot in between, where it's like, you can tank with your shield a little bit, and as long as you don't stay hot too long, you'll be fine. And like your heat management is pretty easy. It's not too bad, right? But yeah, I'm planning to make a ton of builds like that because, you know, yesterday's stream was almost exclusively fighting Hydras with the hybrid type-10, right? And like, you know, if I can handle Hydra fights in it, I can handle just about anything, right? Obviously. And it was multiplayer, right? There's, you know, quite a few people around. It wasn't like a solo Hydra killer or anything. Honestly, I'm not that good at the game. I'm not that good. The fact I could handle Hydras at all means the build is pretty solid, right? In all reality. So yeah, next thing I'm making is I'm gonna make an Anaconda with it, with like the sort of hybrid setup. So I'm gonna plan that out tonight. And I'm gonna start farming engineering materials tonight. And I'm just gonna make a hybrid build like this for all the large ships. You know, like you know, like I'll leave the music on. I'll leave the music on. Fuck it, it's fine. I got tired of having like no audio at all. Yeah, I'm gonna make a cutter with it. I'm gonna make a Corvette with it. And I'm going to make an Anaconda with it. I guess I could go make like a Beluga with it, but probably not. As funny as that would be. So yeah, that's the kind of next up plans for Elite Dangerous. Let me working on more hybrid builds. I'm gonna look into maybe see if there's some medium ships I could do it with. My concern with medium ships is like medium ships are kind of already pushed their limits even before we had like stabilizers and stuff. So I'm kind of worried about like how much more I can actually squeeze out of medium ships or small ships. I don't think the build will work on a medium ship, honestly. But I definitely want to keep testing with this sort of hybrid setup and just kind of see how far I can push it, right? How far can we really push this, right? And like how good can it be? I'm pretty excited about it. I had a ton of fun with the Type 10. I can't wait to try other builds like it. And oh yeah, that exploration trip is like pretty much on like indefinite hold at this point, right? I know I said I was going to do a big exploration trip sometime soon, but with the stabilizers and kind of with this new like sort of build archetype I'm sort of experimenting with, it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while before I get around to doing that exploring trip. Also, I saw some people were like upset about the nerf to Cyclops bounty or Cyclops bonds, combat bonds. But it's like it went from 8 million to 6.5. Like, did they nerf anything else? It didn't, right? They just nerfed Cyclops, didn't they? I mean, honestly, I don't blame them. Like, Cyclops are so easy to take out these days, especially now with the experimental weapon stabilizers. You can insta-give a Cyclops solo. Like, I get it, it sucks. You make 1.5 million less per Cyclops kill, but it's only 1.5 million. Who cares? Nothing. That's like petty change. I mean, for me it is at least. Maybe not for everybody. If you're like just getting into the game, like 1.5 million might be a lot of money for you, but like I swear it won't be much money for you for long. So I really don't get why people are like so salty about the Cyclops payouts getting nerfed. It wasn't even a big nerf. Maybe it was nerfed down to like 4 million. I could understand it a little bit more, but just seems a little silly to be so worried about it. I saw and I got recommended another video, someone like kind of like fear mongering over them like nerfing anti-Xeno damage, and it's like they just nerfed, like all they did was nerf the amount of money you get from Cyclops. It's like, why are you like almost like fear mongering now over like they're going to nerf anti-Xeno combat damage or AX weapon damage? That just would make no sense. It's like I really don't know why anybody would think that. Like maybe it happens. Maybe they're right, but I can't foresee it happening. Because or else, what was the point of adding more anti-Xeno weapon slots, right? Yeah, I don't see it happening. Especially considering like only really the large ships like massively benefit from the weapon stabilizers. And large ships have like never been like the best ships for taking out Thargoids anyways. It seems kind of silly to be so worried about it, right? Well, yeah, those are pretty much my plans for Elite Dangerous for the next few weeks. But remember, in just, I was gonna say 10 days, but just 9 days now. In just 9 days. Never mind, it is 10 days. In just, I mean, it's the end of the date. In about 10 days, Wild Hearts is coming out. Now, you guys may or may not know. If you're new to the channel, you may not know, but I'm a big Monster Hunter fan. So Wild Hearts is going to be a pretty big thing on the channel. I'm not going to stop playing Elite Dangerous. I'm still going to be playing Elite. I'm still going to be making videos about Elite. It's just there's just going to be like, there's going to be Wild Hearts videos coming out as well, basically. They'll probably kind of go back and forth, honestly, on the Beyond. Now, like the first week that Wild Hearts comes out, I'll probably put out a bunch of Wild Hearts content. Obviously, you know, it'll be new. I'll probably be playing tons of Wild Hearts. But after that, things will sort of even out. I'll get back to playing Elite Dangerous more. And I am going to try to start streaming more, like longer. And maybe we could do some like split streams where I stream like Wild Hearts for a while, and then I stop, and then I stream Elite Dangerous for a while, right? Maybe we could do something like that. But yeah, very excited for Wild Hearts. I haven't got a chance to play the game myself at all, like in any way. I'm still not sure about the Karakuri stuff, the building stuff. So you know, we'll see about that, but I think it'll be fine as long as it flows pretty well in the combat, and it doesn't like really hinder you from playing the game too much. It'll be fine, right? But yeah, I'm really excited for Wild Hearts coming out. And yeah, I know a lot of you guys are here for Elite Dangerous, and you might be kind of disappointed by that, but you know, I'm still gonna be making Elite Dangerous stuff. Kind of going back to Elite Dangerous for a bit, I've been having a lot of fun with exploring off-meta anti-Xeno stuff, right? I mean, I don't even know if I even want to say that at this point, right? Because, give me a moment. You know, right now, the experimental weapon stabilizers are so new. We're still like, and we've got so many new modules and stuff, and we're doing a lot of experimenting at the moment, you know, right? To really see what's best. So, you know, I don't think it's really fair to say there is a meta right now for anti-Xeno combat. I feel like we're kind of still exploring, still filling things out, and there's like no real meta right now. You know, maybe it turns out I've like accidentally sneaked up onto the meta, right? Maybe I've accidentally found like the meta without even intending to. But I'm trying to get my e-bag stuff flopping around so much. Oh god, that sounds so bad. But yeah, you know, I'm gonna keep exploring with the hybrid setups, even if they're not secret meta. I really enjoy it, right? I really enjoy the hybrid setup. Having that little bit of buffer that just regenerates, especially since it regenerates so quickly, has been so nice. But next, I'm really excited to mess with the Anaconda again. It's got such good hardpoint alignment, and got, you know, pretty good hard points, like actual hard points for anti-Xeno combat, because, you know, the most important hard points for anti-Xeno combat are class 2s. So if you have at least 6 class 2 or higher hard points on a ship, you can run 6 class 2 modified you know, salvation weapons, right? So it's like right now, if a ship has at least 6 class 2 hard points, class 2 or higher hard points, it's really good. And you know, I think the class 10, the type 10, obviously, the Anaconda, the Corvette doesn't. Does the cutter? The cutter doesn't, right? Or even if the cutter does, the problem, you know, the cutter has its you know, massive drawbacks in the form of just having terrible hardpoint alignment. Oh, they're all class 2 or higher. Yeah, but 2 of those are just like basically useless, right? Which is, it's really unfortunate. But yeah, I think that's about all there is to talk about. And you know, I think with the cutter, the strat might actually be run just a class 3 stabilizer and run 2 like beam lasers on the outer, on like those 2 like outside wings. That could be the strat for the cutter. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this. Well, I'm not quite done yet. Let me finish my tea. I'm almost done. I'm almost done, man. You know, I really love tea. Hot tea. It's not like a super popular thing where I live, so it's like kind of, A lot of people around here think it's fucking weird that I drink tea like this, but you know, I enjoy it. All right, and I'm out. I'm out of tea. So we're gonna wrap this up here for today. Much less, much shorter than last time. But yeah, I'm out of things to really talk about right now anyway. So like until Wild Hearts comes out, I'm kind of just out of stuff to talk about. But I'm gonna be making more videos about hybrid, Elite Dangerous, like ships coming up in the next few days. My next video is probably going to be talking about like kind of the setup in general, like the hybrid setup. Kind of talk about it, you know, its upsides, its downsides, and just make a video like a general video about hybrid anti-Xeno steps. And now I'm actually out. No tea left, not even a single sip. But yeah, so that's what's going to be coming up in the near future, and yeah, I hope you guys are looking forward to it. I'll catch you tomorrow for a stream. Hopefully I can get an Anaconda ready for tomorrow's stream, and we can actually play around with an Anaconda. If not, I'll just probably do some hunting with the type-10, which I'm also perfectly fine with. So yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, alright?